Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on my stove situation because it's kind of weird using coal. This is the first time I've had to use coal. I mean, we didn't have coal, we didn't heat stuff with our homes with coal back in Australia because it didn't really get that cold. My parents had an oil heater when we were living in the country, and then obviously when we moved to the city, we got natural gas. And we had like a sort of a standalone heater just to sort of heat one of the rooms. But that's just for the cooler months. But generally speaking, Sydney was always fairly mild, mild to warm. But over here, like it's working beautifully. My stove, I have to say it. But it's kind of a weird thing to kind of have to get used to, right? So I've got a bed of coals on there already. I've just added a few more briquettes. I tend to try not to overfire the stove because I've heard that's not a good thing. I've got a couple of fire bricks in there. I have taken a couple out. Just to increase the capacity of the firebox itself, so I can shovel more coal in there. So it lasts a good amount of time. It does keep the whole boat really toasty warm. It's really lovely to wake up to in the morning. But I'm finding I'm burning through an incredible amount of coal. Like I've been going through at least a bag a week now. And because of this boat, the way it's designed, plastic windows, lots of windows, and given this gives out so much heat, like the heat coming off that now is quite incredible. So, I'm still experimenting with it, I guess, like I tend to, that's, that's on low, that's with that little vent completely shut off. And often if I wanted to get a better burn, I'll just open that for a few minutes, just open the ash drawer, get it going and then shut it off again. Just, close the door again and just shut off the air, because as soon as you add air to coal, it it loves air. It just loves air. Like most things that burn, I guess, but yeah, it's very interesting to watch coal when you can always see it's already started um to light up. So it's been a very interesting experiment having a cast iron stove for the first time, and burning coal for the first time. It produces shit tons of ash though. This is Excel. This is, where is it? Oh, I don't have the bag anymore. But yeah, the little briquettes that you buy, it's premium coal. It's pretty expensive stuff. I buy it from Marina because I get two of my subscribers to buy it for me. And they just deliver it down to me. But yeah, the local Marina charge £13.50 for a 25 kilogram bag. I much prefer buying it from supply boats, but there's no supply boats on the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal, not down here. So it's a real shame because I really do like supporting the roving, the supply boats, the roving traders supply boats over the winter period, and they have good quality products, and they're a lot cheaper than marinas. So I'm looking forward to that on the narrowboat because next winter I'll need coal, I'll need diesel, and I'll need LPG gas. So yeah, I love the roving traders, the supply boats. They're lovely people, and I really like supporting them. I did last year when I was down the Cov, but this year, unfortunately, yeah, there's no supply boats that go up and down this stretch, so I have to rely on outside help. And I hate using that crap stuff you get at the supermarket. I tried Aldi coal last year. Bloody crap. I might have to buy some more though, and now that we're all in bloody lockdown again, because technically people aren't supposed to travel anywhere. But luckily I've still got 100 kilos of coal, so that should see me out for the next, 3 or 4 weeks, hopefully. Oh look, there he is. And the heat coming off that is, and then, so yeah, let's get my little, where did I put the damn thing? There we go. And close that off again and just slow the burn down again. Because it does suck up, as it does suck up just enough oxygen to sort of keep everything burning. But that'll last another, 4 or 5 hours now. You know, and keep place. Like, so I opened the engine bay here. Open that up and turn my little fan on. So I've got a little. Oh, I've got to switch the inverter on. To circulate the air and sort of blow in some cold air because it gets so hot in here, and it's freezing outside, absolutely freezing. But yeah, I need it. And also, did I ever show you this? I think I might have, but this is my new cool box. This is the coldest part of the boat, and you can feel it in there. So I went shopping last night when I knew the lockdown was going to come. So instead of sitting at home watching the BBC, listening to Boris Johnson crap on about the next lockdown, as I imagine most people would have done, whose eyes would have been glued to those screens last night, I went shopping to Tesco. It was dead quiet, so no people around. I thought because this virus is just getting out of control, so I'm like, right, I need to completely change my shopping habits. So I went at like 9 o'clock last night, got all the supplies I needed, including meat and vegetables and cheese, and it all stays in my little cool box at the back of the boat there. It's I love that. It's absolutely awesome. Anyway, so sort of digressed a little bit, but yeah, there you go. So my movements now. I've stocked up with so much food. I've got so much food that I'm bursting at the seams. Like, look at this space. I've got no other shelf space. So I'm having to put everything on the bench itself. As long as I've got enough space to, use the chopping board, I'm okay, I'm happy. So yeah, I need to go and get water today. So I'm going to go down to the service point just down here, dump some rubbish, and then move about a mile down the canal, away from people, away from civilization, and just, try and get through the next month and a half because, and the narrowboat. So I'm not going to be able to get the narrowboat out of the water for the survey until at least March, beginning of March. I spoke to a local marina today who do boat lifts, and they said if the canal's frozen over, we won't do any lifts. I'm like, okay, so it'll be at the minimum, at the least, the start of March before I can do the survey on the boat. But I still want the boat. I have seen a video of the hull. The current owners did a video when they did the blacking. So it has been blacked. It's had 12 new anodes on it as well. It's just passed its boat safety. So it's ready to go. So I still want it. So the survey to me is just to get an idea of the condition for, the future, essentially. But I've learned more about the hull. The hull seems in pretty good condition. It's got a little bit of pitting from when it was in a marina for a while. And obviously I won't know the full results of that until I get the survey. But from what I can tell and from what the current owners say, the hull's in pretty good nick. So, and it's been well built, as we know. So that's where that's where I'm at with a narrowboat. Just got to try and get through this next lockdown and the rest of the winter. It's slow. Everything slows down, especially in the lockdown as well. My God. So yeah, I'm stocked up. I'm getting out of town because I'm moored right up next to Tesco, and there's people walking past with their dogs and stuff all the time, and I'm like, I just want to escape all that. So as I said, getting water and then disappearing for a month and a half.